Hi, I'm Steve from Sounds Heavenly. I make the cables that connect Bang & Olufsen. Today's video has been requested many times. We're going to be listening to Beolab 17 and its predecessor Beolab 4000 on this video so that you can make your own mind up as to whether you like them. Come and join me. So these speakers have been kindly loaned to me by Anton at skynexav.com, and it's been an absolute pleasure to listen to both of these sets of speakers over the last couple of days. As I've mentioned in recent videos, I hadn't actually had the chance to sit down at home with either Beolab 4000 or 17 until now, and I've been really impressed. Before I give you my views on them, I'm going to give you the chance to have a listen yourself and see what you think. So for this video, there's a big thank you to Marvel, who are a very talented local band who I know well, and they've kindly allowed us to use two of their tracks, Sound of the Sunshine and No Enemy But Time, to hear these speakers. Please check out their website at marvelband20.com and you'll get the chance to hear more of their great music. I must stress that in order to get any benefit from these online sound tests, you must switch off your own speakers. It's essential that you only listen to this through good quality headphones. Otherwise, you'll be hearing your own speakers and the interaction of those speakers in your room. That's not what we want here. What we want you to hear are these speakers, not your own. If you have standard earbuds or in-ear headphones, I'd also suggest pause the video at this point, go and find a friend who has some really good reference headphones. I've got Sennheiser HD 599s here. That's probably the starting point for getting some sort of even reproduced sound. Ideally you want something like Bang & Olufsen's H95s to really do this sound test justice. For the purpose of the test, we'll be using a Behringer ECM 8000 room measurement microphone, which is quite unique because it gives an absolutely flat, even frequency response, so it doesn't colour the sound in any way, and it has a completely omnidirectional pickup pattern, so it gives the same sound regardless of which direction that sound comes from. It's absolutely useless for recording instruments and voices, but it's brilliant for speaker tests in a real room environment. So it should let you hear almost exactly what I'm hearing when I test the speakers. And in terms of listening, you might have noticed my voice will sound a little bit different to usual today. I thought as we're doing a speaker test and hopefully everyone's going to be listening really hard, I'm recording myself in near coincident stereo with two microphones, just because I can. So without ado, let's head to the music. I'm going to put time codes in the video description so that you can click easily back and forth between the different tracks on the different speakers. Have a listen as many times as you want to get the feel for the songs, and then head to the summary and I'll give you my thoughts on them.
See that you don't make a sound and scare away the friends you made while you were sleeping all alone. There's nobody home but yourself and your mind floating around in your room, making foreign faces in the sun and the sunshine and the music.
hopefully you've had a chance to have a listen to these speakers and hear the differences between them using some good headphones. As I mentioned, I hadn't really had the chance to listen to either of these speakers at home until now, and I've been playing music on them all day and I've been absolutely bowled over with them. And I'd actually go so far as to say that I think both of these speakers, the 4000s and the 17s, should sit higher in Bang & Olufsen's range than they officially do. I'll explain. Beolab 4000s launched in the late 90s and were intended to sit below the small Beolab 6000 column speakers. These actually have significantly better bass response, a cleaner treble and overall better sound. So whereas I would previously have suggested to customers with Beolab 8000s who are wanting to expand the system that they'd consider adding 6000s maybe as rear speakers, I'm now going to suggest they go for 4000s instead. I've been that impressed with them, and particularly considering the low cost of the Beolab 4000s now on the pre-owned market, they're a winner. The 17s, well, I think it's no exaggeration to say I've been absolutely blown away by the sound of them. My gut feel is that the bass response appears to go about an octave lower than the 4000s, and I feel that that's certainly better than the response I've heard from Beolab 18s. So I would place these 17s securely above Beolab 18 in my view of the B&O range. Whilst the 18s do have the acoustic lens at the top for spreading the treble widely across the room, which the 17s don't have, I don't feel in most situations that's a problem. The treble is so clean and clear and evenly balanced that they are just a joy to listen to. You can easily pick out the detail in your music at low volumes, and the sound can be turned up to a level that's really quite amazing for a small speaker without it ever feeling tiring or harsh. It's been really nice to hear some of my favourite songs on these at really quite loud levels with real clarity. So absolutely impressed with those 17s. The only caveat I'd give with those is that because they're digital speakers, there is a very small audio delay. Now, it's not a problem when you're using them with a TV. It's around about 4.5 milliseconds of delay, which is the equivalent of having the speakers 1.5 meters further away than they actually are. And that's just down to the processing within the Beolab 17s. So for TV listening and recorded music, it's fine. You're not going to get lip sync issues that you notice with the TV. However, if, for example, you do what I do here and play musical instruments through the speakers, you will start to notice an issue. For example, if you strum a guitar or play a piano and listen to the sound coming out of those speakers, there is that very slight noticeable lag, and it's probably really going to be noticeable with guitar and bass, where you strum the strings and you'll just hear that fractional delay in the speakers. So that's the only usage case where I'd advise caution before going for the 17s. Other than that, absolutely impressive. I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions about connecting or using your Beolab speakers, please get in touch at soundsheavenly.com. I'll be happy to help. And if you're in the market to buy speakers like these, please get in touch with Anton at skynexav.com. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.